Have you checked your net worth this year, 2026? The year just began, and it's important you do that. I have done that. I've checked my net worth. Yes, in terms of cash and investment, it's very important. I'm not talking about buildings and lands and all that. Cash and investment. Just sit down and check your net worth. It's important we do that at the beginning of the year. Last year, 2025, I put system in place, not yet goals, systems in place to achieve my goal for the year. And so as we start the new year, 2026, you must think about how you are going to achieve your financial goal. Anyway, do you have a financial goal for 2026? How much are you going to save and invest this year? It's important you sit down and plan and write them down. How much you want to save and invest in 2026. As I said, the year has just begun. If you don't sit to plan these things, 31st December will come again and you still be at the same place. And that is what I'm talking about today. You must sit and calculate your net worth. It's very, very important. Money plays a major role in our lives, whether you're a Christian or not a Christian. Whoever you are, money is crucial. And when you are receiving income at the end of every month, you must think about how to save a portion of that income for the future. Many of us are just living hand to mouth. By the time the month gets to the middle, we are struggling. We are struggling financially because we have not sat down to plan our financial life. An unexamined life is not worth living. You have not been examining your financial life very well, critically. If you don't do that, you'll be in this state next 5-10 years to come. Nothing will change. But when you decide that you are going to change your transform your financial life, that is where the journey begins. And that is why I'm saying that now we are still at early stages. Plan your financial life, calculate your net worth, and then know how much you want to add in terms of cash and investment to that net worth. Because if you don't do that, you have planned to fail already. Now, how did I do my own from the middle of December to the first week in January? That was what I was doing. I sat down, look at where all my financial resources are. The insurance companies, the mutual funds, the stocks, the ETFs, the treasury bills, pull all of them together on a spreadsheet, Excel, Microsoft Excel. I use that. And then I pull all of them together and check. That's what I did 2-3 years ago. And I do them every year. And I checked where my financial state is. Because if you don't do that, you may feel like you have money, but you have no idea how poor you are if you have not tracked your financial life. And so I normally do that in the middle of the last month in a year to the first week in the new year, and then decide how much I want to save and invest in 2026. I do that by faith. Your faith is important, because sometimes if you look at your inflows and your outflows, you may be tempted to just say I'll save by 500. I'll save 500 cedis by the end of the year, and that's so meager. But if you walk by faith, your goals should be bigger always, because if you are not going to stretch yourself to achieve those goals, then why do you set those goals in the beginning? And that's why I think that your financial goals should stretch you, to make you think outside the box. Because if you say that your salary is 3,000 and you said I want to save 10,000 by the end of the year, you're going to stretch yourself. You're going to think outside the box. What can I do to get extra income in addition to my 3,000 every month? What can I do to get additional income in addition to my 2,000 every month? This is what you're talking about. But if you say your salary is 3,000 and you set a goal of 1,000 cedis in the next 12 months, definitely you're going to achieve it. You're not going to stretch yourself. You're not going to do much to achieve that goal. But if you decide that you are going to get to 10,000 in a year, you know that is quite a big goal. Because if you even do 500 every month, that is more than 10%. That is about 15 to 20% every month. You need extra income somewhere else to get to your 10,000, and that will keep your brain active, thinking wild. Where can I get extra income to boost to help me achieve my goal for the year? But when you have that goal written down, you have to now sit down and put systems in place. See, what I do is that I pay myself 15% of the gross every month. It's intentional. I do it on the gross. So 15% on the gross every month. I pay it every month. I'm very religious about that. I don't compromise on that. Like, I pay my tithe, 10% of my income every month. 15% every month goes to my savings and investment judiciously. That is what we are talking about, systems. You can't say that I want to save and invest 10,000 a month, but there's no structure. There's no way to achieve that. Like this year, I've put systems in place to achieve my financial goal for the year. And I've started from day one. Any income I receive in January, it goes automatically into a percentage of that goes automatically into my savings and investment. And I'm not joking about that. And I'm not struggling over that. If you need help, yes, talk to us. That is why we do this. It's not because we get anything from it, but the joy is to empower you financially so that you can take charge of your financial life. The important thing is have your goals and put systems in place to achieve that goal. If you don't do that, you are bound to fail. So systems means that if you have to set automatic deductions, do that. So that every month, 15% of your income goes into an investment account. In that case, you don't have to touch it because you may not have the discipline to do and take the money physically from your account and send it to that investment account. But if you decide that you are going to invest that and you do the automatic deduction, you don't have to think about it. On the 3rd of each month, it goes into that account automatically. That is very, very easy. You don't stress over that. And that is what I'm talking about, systems. It's a system you put in place to achieve that goal. Any other extra income that comes, you just ensure that some of it are invested in your investment account so that you achieve your goal for the year. So what am I shouting, talking about these things? The year has just begun. Sit down, calculate your net worth. When you are done with that, sit down. What financial goal do you have for the year? Set it up, write it down at where you see it. Don't write and put it under your pillow and never look at it again till December 2026. No, write it and keep it in sight all the time. And then put system in place. If you have to set up automatic deductions on your account, do that. There are lots of applications around. I've mentioned some of them. IC Wealth app is there, Achieve app is there, Data Bank app is there, the Plus app. There are several applications available to help us achieve our goal financially. Use any of them. Yes, they are all registered anyway. They are legitimate. Use any of them to achieve your goal, because definitely December may come. If the rapture doesn't happen, you'll be alive. And if you don't take any action, you'll be at the same place. So now take action. What are the actionable steps? Sit down now quickly. Don't postpone. Don't procrastinate. As you are watching this video, you can even pause the video and go and check your net worth. It's important because you're watching these things and you never take action. So take action now. Pause the video, check your net worth, and then come back and continue. After you are done with your net worth check, now decide how much are you going to save and invest for the year. Like I told you, you must add faith to it. Don't just look at how much comes into your coffers and then put a small figure. Put a figure that will threaten you, that will put fear in you, that will make your mind go wild and think about how to achieve that goal. That's what I've done this year. I'm not going to tell you how much I want to save and invest this year. Your ears are itching to hear. You will not get that. Think about your own and decide. And then when you have decided on how much you're going to save and invest in 2026, you have to now sit down and put systems in place. Any money that comes into your hands, any income, you take your tithe, you pay God 10%, and then you decide how much you are going to save. What percentage of that income will go into your savings and investment? This is very important. If you don't do that, you are going to struggle this year. Once again, you get to December and you have nothing financially to write home about. If you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to receive notification whenever I upload any video. You can as well like or share this video. God richly bless you.